I'm Scott Hicks. I serve as a local pastor at Oregon United Methodist Church, and I also have been an attorney since 1995 and have focused my practice on immigration matters that entire time. The two sides of what I do have kind of come together recently in the last year or so here in the district and the conference working on immigration matters and ministry to immigrants. The story of Christ, obviously he was in Bethlehem. Joseph was warned in a dream that, hey, you've got problems, you need to get out. Joseph and Mary and Jesus basically fled for their lives, went to Egypt, and here we have our very Lord experiencing what so many people are experiencing in the world today that are coming to us asking for protection, asking for help. We have so many families who say, if I stayed where I came from, I was going to be killed. My children were going to be harmed or killed. And so I had no choice. I fled. Over the years, I've represented people who you hear their stories and it's hard to even listen to the story, let alone think that you lived that as a person. A good friend now who the wife was literally running for her life with a baby infant in her arms and two toddlers with her as well, that she was trying to get out of the country to safety and had no idea where it was even safe to go. Just knew that she could not stay where she was. That's our story. That's our heritage as well. That was the exact situation that Joseph and Mary and Jesus found themselves in. For us to identify with the Christ story is to identify ourselves as part of this refugee experience. That's a powerful thing when you start to realize this is not just a nice story that makes you feel good about, I've grown up with the nativity scene and the Christmas story. This is real life. This is God incarnate being God with us. And we see it over and over playing out again and again that our faith should compel us to respond with compassion, with mercy, to respond with protecting the defenseless. And that's exactly what the story that we celebrate involves. I wanted to show you this. It's one of the powerful images that I've come across. It is an image that I think really brings home the connection between our story and the situations we see in the news unfolding. I think that Advent it's a season of preparing and of waiting. Mary is told this is going to happen, and then she has to wait. And it's kind of a scary time. She's asked to do things that she doesn't understand, that she is fearful of, and yet she's faithful. And I think that as we think about what is our responsibility as people of faith with regard to immigrants and immigration, in many ways it's the same way. We're asked to do things that we don't always understand. We're asked to take stands and to identify with things that perhaps might take us out of our comfort zone. We're asked to work with and be with people who are different than us. And we're doing this in the context of waiting and preparing for God to move in our lives and the lives of other people. And to do that with the expectation that truly remarkable things will happen because of God.